Hey, don't sell anything for a loss right now. Just be a little bit patient. I'm gonna show you what's going on with the entire markets right now, and you're gonna see that this is absurd and so interesting. You're going to understand what's going on with this cryptocurrency losing support around $30,000, and you're going to understand what's gonna happen next. Just check what I have to show you right now. Very crazy things are happening. I want you to look at that first. This is not a normal day. This is not a normal price action. Why did I just buy the dip in a couple of altcoins that I saw the RSI super low? Because Bitcoin's falling right now, but the dollar index is falling as well. And look at the bonds. Look at the bonds, okay? The bonds are falling. The Dixie is falling and Bitcoin's falling along. So this is smelling like people in panic and capitulation sell off. And what does that mean? If you don't know what capitulation sell off means, I'm going to tell you something. It's small dogs losing their shit, selling for a loss, right? So don't do it. Don't sell for a loss right now. Let me show you other stuff right now. Euro is gaining value compared to all the other currencies in the world. This is a sign of economic strength for Europe. And the Fed is mostly European banks, not only American banks. So listen to what I'm telling you. The Fed is not an American thing, it's an European and American thing all together. Euro and dollar have this relation. Right now euro is gaining a lot of value compared to the dollar. Okay, as you can see here in this pair, we had a drop, we had a recover, and now let's check the American stock markets falling at this very moment, trying to reach that line here. Are we getting into a bear market? Not if we just fall and touch this and start to recover. Not if we do that. One very important thing is that we broke below this line, this EMA here, which is a very big and meaningful EMA for the support on the 4 hour for the SP 500 index, and also on the daily we're not even close to break it right now. We can even get closer, we can even burst it a little bit and start to recover. So this is not an indicator of a bear market. Beware. Don't get your, like, don't short everything. Don't do that, because that would be stupid from you. That would be stupid from me to say that we're going high. No, this is a bull market with all the strength. This is a moment of uncertainty. It's best that you don't even trade right now if you're not confident on your charts. It's best that you just allocate a little bit of your stable coins if you're in crypto, a little bit of your money to buy the dip, but don't go all in with anything, because we don't know what the markets are going to do. Now I want to zoom in because I want to take a look at something particularly interesting on Bitcoin chart, right? And it's the volume, okay? So on the last 8 hours, okay, I'm going to put the 8 hour charts because I've been looking at the price the entire time, and for the last 8 hours we saw a major drop just a few moments away from the stock market opening, the American stocks opening, that a lot of people have data on and know when they're going to open lower. Okay, so taking at volume, let me zoom in volume here, the volume waves here. So uh, we can see that the volume had a huge spread. It was decreasing for more than 8 hours, but we were seeing that we still had buying volume, and out of a sudden we lost the entire buying volume and it all turned into sell volume with a very large spread right here and a very intense volume. And what does it tell me? small wallets selling all together. A lot of people that ain't holding loads of Bitcoin, but just some Bitcoin selling. And then we have this strength in the pressure, and the price was impacted largely. Okay. And we have a huge price spread here as well. So what's going on? Either this is going to recover very soon and go up, or just touch one of the support levels down. So if you did as I told you on my previous video and you put a short here, because you would consider that we would break down, your short has just triggered. Okay, so set your stop loss for the break even. Do it. Okay, don't lose money trading the flare technique. So what's really important is also that the 8-hour Bitcoin chart is below 40 as well. Let's take a look at the daily so we have an idea, right? The RSI on the daily is also below 40. This is something. And on the daily, the selling volume is not going stronger. It's just going weaker. Okay. But as we saw that stock market started to fall and falling hard as we speak. Okay. This is a huge candle and this is a third negative candle. And the NYSE composite is just God bursting everything. Okay. It's going down. It's really ugly for the stocks today. And the OTC is not. It's just doing good. And the only paper that I'm holding right now that's not long term is Xiaomi. And Xiaomi probably doing good since the OTC is doing good. I'm going to take a look at Xiaomi later. What I want to look right now is the crude oil, and had a huge blast on the Bollinger Band. But remember, we still have great support for crude oil right here, and the volume is not falling. The volume is not indicating sell-offs on the 12-hour, and the price, look at that. This is market money fucking population. Why? Right? This is the 12-hour, and we're seeing that the volume is positive. Okay, it means buying. Okay, buying is increasing, selling is decreased. Okay, we don't even see a lot of sell pressure on the volume, but the price is falling. What's going on? Mm? Market manipulation. When you see a bar that differs right here, this is the price spread. This is the first, this indicator is fucking awesome for you to see market manipulation, because you see the volatility and you see a differing candle amongst all the other normal candles, and this is going to flow, people. Crude oil, but I'm 85% sure that crude oil is just going to start recovering, bouncing from here. Okay, conspiracy thing. Okay, Susanna's conspirative speculation thing. I was just thinking when I was in bed last night, hey, everybody wants to change. Everybody's starting to want to change the fuel for vehicles and everything. Everybody wants to drop fossil fuels. Okay, the government of America right now is taking actions, or beginning to take actions to exterminate fossil fuels. Okay, and on the entire world as well. Tesla now is a billionaire company. No, the owner is a billionaire, and Tesla is being massively adopted around the world with this shitty batteries that makes cars go incinerate with the drivers inside and etc. But people are still very into buying that. So that's what does that mean for a crude oil empire? Okay, let's say that you have an oil empire and the entire world is threatening to stop using your products. What you're gonna do? I would prop up the price like a motherfucker so I can just drop it, sell it, and then go to something else. Or I would, with my money, make anything possible to stop that from happening, like super inflating and then deflating the price. So the price is going to be competitive very soon for people to buy. But if the governments are against it, they are all together. Trust me, the Fed is all together with the Rockefeller family and the Saudi Arabian empire, crude petroleum oil empire, and this is manipulation. So that's very logical to me that the price is going to keep going higher for a long time until we really see crude oil being discarded as a fuel. But what do you use on your car right now? Yeah. What do every and the energy sector in the military sector and anything? So my guess is that crude oil is just going to keep going fucking higher for a long fucking time. So this is what we're seeing right now. I would not panic at all. Okay, so yeah, right now Nasdaq is just touching the EMA on the daily and probably recovering. Unfortunately, I don't have volume data on the SP 500 because TradingView doesn't like me, doesn't want to give me that for free. I'm not going to pay more money to those guys because I don't even think that this platform attends the price that it charges. So, but right now, look what Nasdaq just did. Oh my God, look what Nasdaq just did. It fell all the way here and it just recovered. Okay, so what's Bitcoin doing as we speak? Bitcoin stopped falling for the moment, and this is the daily, and the volume is not falling on the daily. So let's see the 12 hours. Oh, when the 12-hour, the volume remained the same. How can that be even possible? Okay, same volume, same buying volumes, almost same volume here, and the price falling. Okay, so what? What? There are a lot of discrepancies. So something that I saw on Cardano, I bought Cardano right here. I had a stop loss on my previous buy, so I exited on break even. I see that the RSI is extremely low. It is 34, yeah. This is the 4-hour stochastic low. Another manipulation candle on volume here, okay? And the price is not following the spread, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just see. Yeah, look at the spread of the price right here. Look at the volume. It's not following through, right? We don't see volatility right now, okay? Volatility is gone. This drop was a drop out of volatility. Weird as fuck. Okay, and then I just bought it here, and then I see that ADA is at least starting to give me signs that it's going to bounce, and I suppose that we're gonna see a bounce very soon. If okay, so negative scenario, okay, don't want to be a fucking moon girl right here, so let's look at the negative scenario, and accordingly to my beautiful, lovely chart, which I'm going to leave on the 12 hours so you can see all these strange lines that I just put here. We have a support here on the 28,000, which is a support that everybody's talking about. But next thing is 23,000. Okay, so even if Bitcoin went here, so let's see, accordingly to this triangle formation here, another price perspective and would be a little bit below the previous all-time high. So that would lead us to $17,000 if the markets continue to do all this mess that is doing, falling like a motherfucker, and etc. for the next days. Okay, will that? I don't know because I'm not convinced that, but it can happen. So just I don't think that if you're in a big loss right now because you bought Bitcoin on these levels here, this is just a suggestion, okay? I'm not a fucking financial advisor, but maybe when you were on the top right here and you saw it falling, you bought here and you saw it gaining back volume again, which you don't have to do. You cannot do that, because let me teach you something. Suppose we're here and then you see that price action here. This is the first sign that you have to wait before thinking it's a dip, before thinking anything, because you see a lower low and a lower high, right? And then you have to wait, because accordingly to the classic literature, you want to see three moves. One, right? Let me show you right here with it. One, two, three moves until you make anything. Okay, when you have lower lows and lower highs. That can be way better explored, and you can have a lot of other techniques for trading. But apparently right now we're going down. Apparently right now we're reaching lower levels, but don't be surprised if we just bounce, because the markets are very weird right now, and tomorrow, on a subsequent week, we can see a recovery, especially because, guys and girls, after such a huge negative candle, you can see at least a breath up. So Bitcoin is not falling impressively compared to what's going on with the stock markets, because we don't even have volume for the Bitcoin to go lower. Okay, only small dogs are selling. This is capitulation selling. So I mean, it's impressive that the Dixie is going down and the Bitcoin is going down as well, just for start. And I would expect like a candle here and another huge candle here. This 12-hour candle is not even impressive. Look at those candles that we had. Oh, look at this candle that we had here. Look at this candle that we had here. And you call that a massive drop. Okay, so I want to take a look on the next 3 to 4. I want to take a look at this week, okay, for what Bitcoin is going to do during this week. And I'm not shorting anything. I just bought the dip and I'm going to wait. That's what I'm going to do. And on the next swing high, I'm going to exit my trades in profit. Okay, so I got a stop loss right here. If it keeps falling, I'm out. And I just wanted to give you this broader perspective. I'm not a fucking financial advisor, but I want to advise you: do not sell your crypto for a loss right now. Just be patient and wait. You're going to be absolutely mesmerized in a while, because my prediction for Bitcoin still this year, or maybe no, it was not that this year. It was March 2022, is $108. Okay, something around that, 93. But I would be definitely exiting before before the last Fibonacci time frame, and that would be around 80, 87, 89. I would be definitely exiting my position, selling, because I would expect a correction. And let's see how things play, okay? I don't want to be a monger, because I don't want to be definitely saying, oh, that's the direction of the markets, because how the fuck will I know? And yeah, have a nice week, okay? High volatility here on the crude oil, high volatility. Let's take a look at the set of EMAs on the buy sell trend for the 12-hour. Okay, I think I'm just repeating myself. I think you got the general idea. Just beware, okay? If you are very sure that we're going in a bear market right now, I wouldn't be so sure.
Follow the damn train, CJ.